Thank you.
Thank you, Eleanor. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've just actually gone on Twitter about a month ago, but I have to say a member of staff does it for me. But I went on Facebook personally, that's sort of as an Assembly member, the Twitter account, but I went on Facebook in August, I think, and I've really engaged. I go every morning, and everybody knows I'm here today. But I'm absolutely delighted to be here today and to be amongst people who share our commitment to ensuring that everyone who wants to can benefit from the advantages of being online. People's lives are being transformed by their use of the internet, be it for shopping, online banking, accessing public services, or for everyday communication through the ever-growing social networks to which I've just referred. The pace at which this is happening and the way in which it is changing the way our society works is absolutely remarkable. Therefore, we want to ensure people do not lose out, because as the use of new technologies becomes more a part of how we live our lives, there is a risk that people who do not use them could become increasingly socially and economically excluded. I chair the Digital Wales Ministerial Steering Group, which has overseen the development of Delivering a Digital Wales, which is the Welsh Assembly Government's agenda for delivering a coherent digital future for everyone in Wales. Digital Wales reflects the commitment that the Welsh Assembly Government places on the importance of digital communications. It has been developed to help realise the benefits that they hold for the quality of life and well-being of Welsh citizens and the prosperity and growth of our economy. Through Digital Wales, we are looking to build a common vision and establish the necessary leadership to ensure Wales can capitalise on the opportunities of the digital age to become a truly digital nation. The digital inclusion of citizens is clearly an element of delivering a digital Wales, along with business growth and competitiveness, a flexible forward-looking network infrastructure, a skilled population, and the delivering of public services more effectively and efficiently to meet the rising expectations of citizens. If we are to achieve a digital Wales, we have to support the third of adults in Wales who are currently not online, so that those of them who wish to can have the same sort of opportunities that most of us here take for granted. That is why we are making specific proposals to address digital exclusion in Wales through the Digital Inclusion Framework, which I'm pleased to formally launch here today. The framework outlines our commitment to help break down the barriers for those that are digitally excluded here in Wales. Through the framework, the Welsh Assembly Government intends to provide clear strategic leadership. We will bring together a wide range of different stakeholders in the public, private and third sectors to align plans and coordinate activities in order to maximise impact for citizens and work closely with stakeholders to identify and deliver creative approaches to getting people online. This framework also outlines the challenges to be faced and the limitations that exist in order to avoid the development of any gap between expectations and the capacity to deliver. While the framework seeks to be ambitious, it needs to be realistic, and it has a 5-year timescale. In order to achieve success, there will be a need to buy in from a wide range of stakeholders. Market forces alone will not be sufficient to get people onto the internet. Only a concerted effort by the private, third and public sectors can achieve and sustain digital inclusion and the participation of people who otherwise don't go online. We will establish a cross-sectoral stakeholder group to help develop and take forward the digital inclusion agenda in Wales. A session on how best to do this will take place tomorrow afternoon here in conference. We'll be very interested to hear your views on the best ways to set it up. This framework follows a period of extensive consultation, and many of you here will have contributed either through the 4 regional consultation workshops or by providing a written response. The responses have been very positive and are generally supportive of what we are seeking to achieve and how we should do it. We've considered what you had to say very closely, and many suggestions that have been made have been incorporated into the final document. Some of you may even recognise your own words, which have been taken directly from your feedback and put straight into the revised version of the framework. I would like to thank you all for having taken the time to contribute to the consultation process, and this final document is better as a result of your input. It's not been possible to include all of your comments, but please be rest assured they've not been lost. Officials continue to reflect on them, and your feedback will continue to influence the work that is being done and how it's done. At this point, I'd like to offer an invitation to you all, whether you're in the private sector or the third sector or the public sector, to consider how you can help to contribute further. In the new year, we will be producing a delivery plan which lays out targets to be achieved and tasks to be undertaken with intended outcomes. It will be a living, constantly evolving document. Just as with the framework, officials will be open to discussions with groups and sectors about how together we can help delivery in order to achieve our ambitious goals. The European Commission has set a target of getting 75% of people regularly using the internet by 2015. Currently, we estimate in Wales 66% of the adult population are online. If we were to aim for 75% by 2015, it would mean getting over 200,000 more people to become internet users over the next 5 years. For people to be attracted to use the internet, they have to consider that this is relevant to their daily lives and that there is content of sufficient quality to attract them. It is interesting how the digital inclusion agenda has risen very quickly in the popular consciousness. Now, with the support of the BBC, it's not been possible to watch television or listen to the radio without hearing Roy Noble, Terry Wogan or somebody in the cast of The Archers going online, or to hear Gabby Logan talk about her husband Kenny, who's dyslexic, buying his trainers over the internet for the first time. This heightened awareness is also reflected at the speed of developments within government. Within the Welsh Assembly Government, we have had practical, on-the-ground experience since 2005 through the Communities at One and the Communities 2.0 initiatives. However, digital inclusion as a policy area and the Digital Inclusion Unit have existed for only less than 2 years. Our work on digital inclusion is rooted in social justice and helping avoid social and economic exclusion. We support the people most likely to be digitally excluded: older people, those who live in social housing, those who are unemployed or economically inactive, or those with disabilities, so that they can improve their quality of life and life chances. I'm also conscious that the pace of change will continue. We are still at the early stages of a technological revolution which is transforming the way we live our daily lives. New challenges are emerging. We wish to explore the way that digital inclusion and the delivery of public services can be linked to best effect. Anyone who's taxed their car or registered for a TV licence online knows how much easier, quicker and cheaper it is for everyone. Therefore, the more that people choose to access public services, the more positive the impact can be all around. Our ambition, therefore, has to be online citizen or customer-focused public services that meet rising public expectations to be effective and efficient and less costly to deliver. However, and it is really important to emphasise this, the Welsh Assembly Government is committed to social justice. We recognise that the people who will most need to use public services to get appointments with the doctor, access social services or have contact with housing associations are those least likely to be online. We are therefore committed to ensuring no one is left behind and that people are not excluded as a result of this process. There are considerable challenges and opportunities for digital inclusion in the coming period. I look forward to everyone in this room and also those not with us today to help deliver on this important area. Sadly, I have to now leave to go back to Cardiff, where with the First Minister I will be launching Delivering a Digital Wales. So I won't be able to stay and listen to the excellent speakers I know are coming up. The team are here, however, and will feed your comments back to me and my colleague Carl Sargent, who is the Minister that Digital Inclusion is part of his portfolio. So I wish you very well over the next 2 days, and thank you very much.